right, I'm gonna give everybody about a few seconds to get in here because I'm always early, usually early. So, and people are usually late for my live stream. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance. I just posted that. It's live on Patreon. So if they miss it, they're gonna have to rewind, watch the playback. But I see some of y'all already in here. So that's a blessing. We got a whole lot of comments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We catching the manifestations. I got under the Patreon post 78 comments with all you guys putting what you want to manifest. So I'm gonna do my intro now, and then whoever else fills in, they'll fill in, because I know some people might have to work or they're doing other stuff. So hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my Patreon live stream. If you're here, thank you for being here. If you're seeing this later on, I'm most likely going to put this on YouTube so that people can know that I do live streams, that I do rituals, that I do, etc. So yeah, for all of you guys who you sent me a tip, I wrote down every single one of your names, and I wrote like what y'all want to focus on manifesting. And then for everyone else, you're still included, obviously, but for those of you who specifically wanted extra attention on something, I wrote down what it is that you wanted extra attention on. So that's the beginning of that. Now, let me see, what do I want to do first for you guys? Okay, first and foremost, let's talk a little bit about what the new moon actually is. So, we hear about, we got full moons, we got new moons. Full moons are typically meant for releasing. You're getting rid of old energy, negative mindsets, mental space, to clear out room for when you get to the new moon. And then you're going to bring in the energy, right? You're bringing in, because if you don't got no space for it, it's not gonna be there. And this new moon specifically is going to be great for, because it's an Aquarius, great for manifesting friendships, community, your soul tribe, freedom, liberation, and embracing individuality. And we have the moon at 12 degrees of Pisces, and the Pisces degree is a spiritual undertone to everything. So meditation after this would be good if you like to meditate, or I would definitely write down my dreams tonight. Okay. I don't even know what I wrote. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't read my handwriting. Okay. Where do we belong? Okay, so this moon is going to be showing us where we belong. If we're not in the right place, then we're going to get kicked out of the space, period. And it starts within. If we are being inauthentic, we will never feel safe in the right group, all right? And that's because Aquarius, in my opinion, is one of the most misunderstood zodiac signs. It's the lone wolf. It's the black sheep of the zodiac. And it's like that sign where we want to be ourselves, but we still want to be accepted. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that's the heat coming on. You've been digging deep. Yeah, that's the perfect energy for the new moon, is to dig deep and to write down whatever comes to mind, especially if you're in meditation. But yeah, so we will never find our soul tribe. We'll never find our community if we are not living authentically, if we're not living in our truth. So like, if you know that you are a very spiritual person, you know that you like spirituality, you like whatever you like, right? It doesn't have to be spirituality, it can be anything. and you're not around anybody that likes those things as well, or you're trying to act like you don't want to navigate your life a certain way, you're trying to fit in with another crowd, you're never going to feel like you have a sense of community because you're not living authentically. And so that is what this new moon is emphasizing for us, is where do we fit in at? If we don't fit in, like we don't feel comfortable anywhere, are we being authentic? Are we living as authentically as we possibly can? And, you know, the answer will vary from person to person. So, let's get into, well, before I begin, does anybody have any questions before I show you guys like how to do your own ritual and like the type of ritual that I usually do for myself and that I'm going to be doing for you all? I'll give y'all a chance to, before I like start doing stuff. I meant to put this, hold on. Can you hear me? I meant to put this microphone in, but I forgot. Okay. Wait, hold on, y'all. All right, let me get the mic right. Can y'all hear me? Okay, is there anything that you should be doing right now? Right now, I just want you to relax and get comfortable, get in a comfortable place before we start the ritual. And just clear your mind. If you want to have a notebook for writing notes as anything comes up, because it might come up, that's a great thing. Yes, I am going to, Maya. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what I do. Do you prefer changing rituals depending on the moon sign, or do you have a go-to? Sometimes I will change it up depending on what moon it is. But for Aquarius, I didn't really change. I usually have like kind of a basic ritual, but what I do change is like the types of manifestations or what I'm releasing. So, you know, if we have like a Libra new moon, I might manifest more things surrounding partnerships. If we have like a Gemini new moon, I might manifest things surrounding like communication, stuff like that. So I would tailor it to what kind of moon it is. Okay. So is that all the questions you guys have? If so, we're going to start and I'll show you exactly how I do mine. And like I said, if you have questions, you can let me know along the way and I'll stop and answer. And yeah. Okay, so no questions. All right, we're going to first get into the sound bowl healing. No, actually we're not. We're not doing that. Not yet. Should I burn white sage or dragon's blood sage? It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. There is no right or wrong way. You know, everybody does whatever makes you feel the most confident or comfortable is for you. So first thing we're going to do, I'm pretty much using all my own products because that's what I made them for, to use them. So first I'm going to start with, and this is what I'll start like every ritual, every reading is clearing. I forgot this nozzle is broken. Okay, well just pretend I'm spraying. I'm spraying out the energy. That's the broken one, I forgot. So the energy is sprayed, right? And so then I will usually take whatever I have, like if I have Palo Santo, if I have the sage right here. which is also my sage. So you always want to start every ritual, like, I usually prefer to be clean all over. Like, I'll go take a shower and then I'll do the ritual. But you always want to start it with some type of cleansing first, because it helps you stay grounded. It helps you remove any other unwanted energies that you don't really want near you. So first, I'm going to get some smoke going. And I'm going to act as if you guys are here with me. This is the chakra sage to help balance out the chakras. So it's going to give a little bit of ASMR, you know, to cleanse around you and me. So, you know, it's up to you the extent you want to cleanse. Like, if you want to start at your crown, go through your throat, solar plexus, sacral, root, just go all around, right? Start with your cleansing. Ooh, that's strong. I do not need that all up in my face. And then for the sake of, because I know pretty much everybody's intentions were something around career, money, relationships, house, move. I tend to just put on, if you have candles, you can dress your candles in oils, but I'll like put some on my hands. This is money oil. This is love oil. So I do that. And then what I do is we're going to pull a card. We're going to pull a card to see, like, usually I pull either one card or a few cards to see what's the energy before we do the ritual, and then what's my energy after the ritual. So, okay, that's not the music for us. Yeah, so we're going to shuffle and pull the card to see what is the current energy of those watching for the collective right now. What is the energy before the ritual? And then we will, sorry. And then we go pull after. Okay. Oh my gosh. It was the magician that fell on the floor. 1 second. I'm trying not to disconnect my microphone. Okay. So we have the magician and we have the 10 of wands. So first and foremost, the energy with the 10 of wands is we are ready to put down these burdens. Okay, our back is hurting from carrying the responsibilities that do not belong to us, from carrying the weight of the world. We are tired. So this is that energy. Could be fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this is just really ready to be done. Like, really ready to get to the finish line of this phase of our lives and put it down, put it to rest, because this is just a lot of stress. It's a lot of tension. It's a lot of carrying burdens, responsibilities. Some ours, some are not. That's the energy we have here. And then the magician card, this is really good. That means we're all ready to manifest. We are ready to bring new things towards us. We're ready to manifest the lives that we know we deserve. And we are feeling more capable. We're feeling like we can trust our abilities in manifesting. I thought I heard something. It was outside. But yeah, we're trusting this. All right. So that's what I do. I put those over to the side and just let that be there. I'm going to continue to clear out the energy. This is selenite. It's a self-cleansing crystal. Highly recommend it. If you don't have it, it can charge your other crystals. All right. So cleanse out that. And does anybody have any other questions thus far before we move on? I'm going to practice this sound bowl. Let me know what y'all feel. I'm a little rusty, so don't judge me. A little bit. Let me see. Do you have to pull a card before the ritual if you don't have any? No, no. That's just what I prefer to do because I just like to know what my energy is when I start. But you don't have to. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's going to be your own ritual. The motto in like spirituality is to use what you have. So if you don't have it, it's okay. Like, you know, people use all kinds of other things, but like this is a very beginner friendly ritual. So, and then the sound bowl is just it's like another way of clearing and cleansing energy. So, you know, I just wanted to do something. And I won't do like the same every time, like, especially if I'm just not feeling it. Like, if you don't feel like doing a lot of extra things, don't do it. I need I need another one of these that have like the padding on it because I don't like that scratchy noise. But this is what I have right now. So I'm going to finish up with this and then I'll get into manifesting. Yeah. All right. So that is the sound bowl. Now, let me see what we're doing. All right, so now we're going to talk about manifesting in itself. There are a lot of ways to manifest, and it's all about like what works best for you. And it does take sometimes trial and error. Like some people could be better at writing, some people could be better at recording them and listening to them. Some people want to say them in the mirror. Some people want to write them. Like it's just so many different ways you can do your manifestations. But I didn't write anything, but I also recommend that you have like a designated notebook to write down your manifestation. Like this one has all, it pretty much has pretty much every moon. New moon Virgo, full moon in Taurus, what else? Pisces, new moon, yeah. So get you a designated manifestation notebook or journal, okay? So, what I'm gonna do is I wrote down a specific like manifestation prayer for every single person who commented on the thread, okay? So I'm going to read it to you guys, and then like I'm gonna leave like some space, some silence at the end so you guys can add your own like personal intentions, because obviously it's not personalized, super personalized, but yeah. So close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Unless you're driving, don't close your eyes. But just focus and breathe and relax and stay calm and just listen to the sound of my voice and be receptive to what I'm about to say. All right, so This is the manifestation prayer. Thank you, angels, guides, universe, ancestors, and spirits listening and supporting our highest good. We ask you to clear out all negative energy, mindsets, and obstacles that are blocking our manifestations from coming through. We are now open, and we open our minds, hearts, and soul to receive what we desire and what is rightfully ours. Please give us the strength, wisdom, guidance, and courage to accept these blessings and sustain them. Keep us away from self-sabotage, envy, and ignorance. Please clear the path and take away anything stopping our manifestations from coming towards us. I say, amen. So it is. When you're done, you can open your eyes, comment. So that in itself is the prayer. And if you claim it, if you receive it, then your manifestations have no choice but to come true. Now, I want to add a little bit of a disclaimer to two disclaimers. One is that no ritual, no potion, no nothing. There is no magic pill that you can take and automatically you're just, everything just right there in your face. You got your boo, you got your house, you got your car. It takes work. Okay, it's not just like, la-di-da-di-da. No, every manifestation takes work and it takes time. Okay, because we live in a free will based world, just because you want something, there are certain factors at play in your life that are fated, that have to align, that have to work around you, work with you, okay? And with that being said, is when you manifest, you have to also prepare for shifts in your life, okay? Things are going to start to shift in order to make what you want happen. You cannot be here sitting up here stubborn, okay? If you're asking for your soulmate, right? You asking for your soulmate and the universe, some type of crazy situation happens, or like, something out of the ordinary happens, or like something, maybe it could be completely unrelated, or you have to let go of something, you have to shift, you have to turn around. You can't be sitting up here being like too stubborn about it. Like, of course you can feel disappointed, you can be sad, you can be hurt, whatever. But you have to be yielding, okay? Because you asked for something, right? And your ways are not above the universe's plan for you. Not above, like release all your expectations for the way you think it's going to play out. Just get it out of your mind that you are not as in control as you think. None of us are. There are just multiple paths to get us to where we're supposed to be. You have to surrender, exactly. You have to make the necessary adjustments, or, if you are being pushed away from a certain person, or your path changes, your job lets you go, trust all those things, okay? Especially after you manifest that you want something else, and then whatever you have currently is taken. Don't fight about it. Don't make a big fuss about it, because it is something that's supposed to happen. So, if after this ritual, don't come shooting me. Stuff start shifting. Okay, something is taken. It might feel like, things are going bad before they go good. That's just how it is. That's just how it works. And when you really accept that and trust the process and trust the plan, that there is going to be something better, that what's lost will be replaced, then you'll learn that the universe literally has your back at all times. And anything that's from you, if it is meant to come back genuinely and it's not just a lesson, then it will come back. and you'll feel good about it. If not, if it never comes back, then it wasn't supposed to. Okay? So that's like the main disclaimer for whenever you manifest. People think, oh yeah, it's just going to work out so beautifully and wonderfully. No, not all the time. Sometimes things go like bad first before the manifestation comes true, because that's just how life works. Sometimes it has no other choice but something to fall apart so that you can let it go and go be where you're supposed to be, or be with who you're supposed to be with. Okay? Let me see what else you guys, did y'all say anything else? But yeah, do y'all have any comments, questions, concerns, opinions about anything I just said about the ritual, about Aquarius, about the prayer, about the disclaimer, or about like your own rituals, because that's like pretty much the basics of it. You know, write out what you want, how you want it, or you can write it as like open or as specific. Now, there is a way to know if you are supposed to be writing more specifically or non-specifically human design related. So, you know, I have a video up on my Patreon that I posted like some months ago about how to know if you were a specific manifester or a non-specific manifester. Don't ask me where it is now, but if y'all are interested in me telling you that information now, let me know. If not, then it is on Patreon somewhere. It had to have been somewhere between September and October or November. That's good. I'm really glad the sound bowl helped you, because I just got that sound bowl. I used to have one back in the day, but I don't have it anymore. So if you go to, let me tell you the website. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. Go to mybodygraph.com, right? Mybodygraph, M-Y. It's spelled the way it sounds, mybodygraph.com. And you'll get to a website that look like this, right? And then when you get there, you scroll past the part that says sign up, and then you go to the part that says, oh, early September. Yeah, that was a long ago. That was a long time ago. Go to the part that says free body graph. Okay? So this part's going to take some time while you go type in all your information. And then once you do all that, I'm going to show you. I'll show you my chart. Once you put in all your information, your chart is going to come up, and then what you want to do is look at these arrows on the chart that are the top, the black arrows. So you want to focus on the one on the bottom. This is your human design chart. The one on the bottom tells you if you are a specific manifester or a non-specific manifester. Mine, I don't know if it's flipped on your end, but mine is to the right. This means I am non-specific, general. I can be general with manifestations, and that's how my energy works best. If yours is facing the left, flipped the other way, it means that you're specific. And that's how you know. That's how you know if you are a specific or non-specific manifester. So if you're general, you can just pretty much think about what you want. And you don't have to even write it down, really. You just have a general idea of what you want. And it can be like kind of tricky for general or non-specific because you have to really trust the process. You have to trust that you're going to get something of what you have in mind or better. And then for specific, it's also tricky because, like, you know, you have to kind of stick to a few lists of specifics of what you really want. And if you miss any details, you won't get what you want. So, but yeah. I've been learning a lot about human design, even more the details of human design for the last, when did I start studying? In May of this year, last year. So, you know, it'll be a year soon, but yeah, y'all, let me know when y'all find the information. I don't know if you guys had to like X out of this. The top one, it doesn't matter what the top one is saying. That like means something else. I forgot what, but yeah, if the bottom one is turned left, that means that you are specific. That means you need to be very, 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 very detailed. You need to write out exactly what you want. You know, if you're writing out what kind of job you want, you need to write how much you're going to get paid, where you want to work at, or who you want to work for, what floor you want to work on, like stuff like that. Whatever you want. So yeah. But you're specific and you've done semi-specific. You almost got it. Yeah. Try to play around with it. Try to play around with being more specific and see how that works out for you. And let me know. Let me know. So that was the prayer. Everything is activated, you know. Like the manifestations, everything you guys wrote, y'all did the work. I just kind of opened up the portal for you. Everything is there. It's out. You know, not to say you can't take it back, but it's kind of just in motion now. So hopefully you guys didn't say anything that you want to take back. But you'll start to see the shifts, things shifting around, and you're going to also start to remember what I told you guys about being receptive, being open to adjusting, releasing expectations of the way it's going to happen. So I am interested after this ritual for you guys to let me know like what starts to shift for you. And you can DM me. Of course, I always want to hear your stories. And like when things start to fall into place and click, yeah, definitely tell me. So I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it with a few things. I'm going to close it with the end message. And I'm going to close it with the sound bowl. And I'm going to close it with any other questions or like any other Q&A. So I think some people went to go check on their human design chart. So whenever they come back, they can let me know. Whatever the case may be. Okay. Because you were not being specific. Yeah, most of the time, people, like, once they realize, they're like, oh, I was doing the opposite. Because I know me, I used to try to be super duper specific. And it never worked for me. But the things that I just think of very generally, I'm just like, oh, I just want this or that. They always come true. So once I learned that, Manifesting became a lot easier. Yep. What's the end message for the end of the ritual for those who are watching collective energy? What's the ending? Ooh. Okay, can we clarify? Can we clarify Ten of Swords reverse and the Lover's card in reverse? Okay, okay. So the ending of the ritual shows to be the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Lover's card. You have Gemini, strong air, period, Nine of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but especially Gemini to end it off. So with the Ten of Swords reverse, there is still going to be some resistance to letting go of a painful ending. Could be a betrayal, could be, something that we've just held on to for so long, especially mentally, as well as like the Lovers in reverse, this disconnection from relationships. Now, what I literally just was explaining to you guys, that things can get worse before they get better when you're manifesting, because when you're asking for something, other things have to move around to bring that into your reality. All you're doing is aligning with what you want. It was always yours, okay? But things have to move, and free will, the universe can only push you but so far. So there are going to be some shifts here. For those of you who were manifesting like romance to improve or new love or whatever the case is, there could be a disconnect first in your romantic life, or you're going to feel a lot of old emotions come up when it comes down to past loves, old friendships, family baggage. It's going to be some past stuff that comes up. A lot of like fears, especially as you get closer to what you're trying to manifest now, the new stuff. There's going to be a lot of like fear surrounding like what you're letting go of. Fear of, am I going to get what I'm asking for, or embracing the new. But then you have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is going to push all this out the way. So go with this fear, feel it, let it roam around in your mind for a little bit, but don't let it move in. Okay, it's a guest. These emotions, these fears, just a guest in your house, which is your mind. And then the inspiration, the passion, the excitement of, whatever it is that you're actually asking for is going to outweigh all these fears, all this like past paranoia, this anxiety, and these feelings kind of imposter syndrome about not feeling aligned with what you're asking for. All that's going to clear out, but it's going to come up first. So bear with it. And then this is coming. Bam. I don't like this Ten of Swords reversed. This is like trying to avoid pain, trying to avoid the fear, but you can't. You can't do it. Pretty much, mic drop. So that's how, that's the collective message for the end of the ritual. Does anybody want to ask me anything about anything? It doesn't have to be specifically about the, hey Cheyenne. It doesn't have to be anything specifically about the ritual. It can be any other questions y'all might have for me from Patreon, from anything. Give me something to respond to, because I'm a generator. I always wonder what it feels like to be an Aquarius. because I don't have any Aquarius influence. I don't have any Aquarius influence besides Venus in the 11th. Okay, there we go. Some questions about human design. I can get down with that. Is there anything else interesting you should look out for in the body graph chart? There's a lot of interesting things. There's so many interesting things, especially as I learn the gates and the channels and all that stuff. There's so much. But really learning your profile numbers is going to be really eye-opening. Is manifestation easy for projectors? I feel like as long as a projector or any aura type is living in their design and, you know, according to their strategy and authority, then yes, it is easy. And let me see. Hold on. There's a couple things that, but yeah, Alexis. So as long as you, depending on what your authority is, but like, you know, you're putting yourself in a space where you can be invited into life's bigger situations, right? Like if you're trying to manifest a relationship, you need to make sure that you are exuding the best parts of yourself, putting yourself out there to be found, to be invited into a relationship. What are your opinions on manifesting generators? Manifesting generators are extremely powerful, like in their voices, because they, you know, they have that manifesting part, and the manifesting, they are the only type. The manifestors have the direct channel connecting to a, I can't think of words right now. Their throat is connected to one of the main centers, so they can speak with authority and manifest things into existence. But manifestors move very quickly, very fast, in my opinion, much faster than I move as a generator. Could the reverse Lover's card be interpreted as leaving discomfort of having to commit to a relationship? Yes, it can be leaving discomfort. I feel like feelings of being comfortable come from feelings of being uncomfortable, if you understand. Like first, like I said, there's going to be this moment where it seems like everything is coming back up of, you know, feeling fears of being in a relationship, feeling fears of being left, rejected, like all these past triggers, and then that's gone because it all came up and then it's like released. Like for one last hoorah. Oh, now we got a lot of questions. Let me see. Okay. What was the difference of how you attracted things before you learned how to manifest based on your design versus manifesting now that you know that the way that is meant for you? Hold on. It's not a hard question. It's just I'm trying to think about it and read it at the same time. I feel like now it's more intentional of how I manifest. Like it's intentional and it's experimental because now I know exactly how my energy works best, and so it's fun to experiment with it and like try to manifest small things in a general way to see how they happen. And before I just wasn't thinking about it being intentional. I was just like, I was feeling more like lost. At least now I have some guidance. Like as a Virgo, having like specifics on how to do something is like really, really makes me very happy. So now I have like a little guidebook on how to manifest for me. And it's not just that arrow, you know, it's also like my strategy, responding, and my authority. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know everybody's human design skill level on here, so I try to make it in a way everyone can understand. Any advice for a triple Virgo? That's a hard one, man. Advice. I'm trying to think of advice I would probably give myself. You know, I would say, like, honestly, telling yourself to relax. Because when you tell your body, like when you actually say something out loud, something in your subconscious mind listens. So telling your body to relax, to let go, to, you know, talking to yourself can help you. It might feel weird at first, but it will help you. And once you write your manifestations, I like to hide it from myself so I don't like fixate on it, or I like to throw it away. And so pointing to the left means you're a specific manifester. Advice for manifesting generators is to not let anybody put you in a box, because manifesting generators are really good at doing multiple things at once. You know, better than any other sign. I mean, any other type. So, you know, if you want to do 25 million things, you want to go be a fashion designer, you want to be a hairstylist, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a veterinarian, you want to be a chef, you want to be a piano player, you can do all that. You can do it. People will tell you, oh, you don't commit to anything. You never know what you want to do. That might be true, but you still can do it. That's what you want to do. That's what makes you excited. That makes you have fun. Then you do that. Wow, a fifth house stellium. Fifth house is all about your creativity. It's all about your inner child. It's about fun. It's about dating. It's about romance. It's about sex. It's about children. So, you know, I feel kind of like reliving your youthful years. It's kind of like aging backwards. Like, always make sure that you have some type of fun time, playtime, youthfulness in your everyday life, in your routines, and your hobbies. Your hobbies need to probably be more important than anything else. You're welcome. Yep, yep, yep. any websites or videos to learn how to read, analyze your birth chart? I think it's Astrology Cafe. I kind of just like, I don't really Google, well, when I used to like, I don't know, I don't really use websites. I usually tend to go on YouTube. YouTube is very helpful for learning charts and like learning your chart, human design or astrology. Thank you. I'm glad you like my bracelets. I do not have a green light behind me. I have a purple light way over there, but not green. That'd be cool if I have a green aura. I've been told a lot of different colors, but I don't know what it really is. I can't see auras. Astro Matrix. I've never heard of that. I'm green. Does that mean money? Does that mean I'm gonna get some money? Good health, prosperity, abundance. Period. Interesting. But yeah, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the ritual. Like I said, stuff is gonna start shifting in your life. There's some stuff that might be a little bit crazy. Something getting turned upside down, backwards, and flipped around. Like I said, it wasn't me. I didn't do that. I just opened the door so your stuff can come through. But yeah, share. You can share the live with your peoples, friends, family, if you want to. Tag me. If you post on Twitter, I'll retweet it. Whatever you enjoyed about the live, the ritual. Whenever your manifestations start coming through, tag me. Tag me, tag me, tag me. And yeah, I'm not going to commit to doing this every time. Every new moon or full moon, I'm not doing that. But it'll be like whenever I feel like it. Maybe once a month or every other month, possibly. And sometimes they might not be live stream. The last one, the Gemini full moon one, was not a live stream. OMG. Why did I forget the most important part of the ritual? The candle. Jesus. But yeah, this is an intention candle, and I'm gonna let this burn as the live closes out. It was literally right there behind my phone. It's crazy. These are also on my website. So this is going to solidify and seal everything for happy birthday, for us, for our manifestations. I feel like I already have pretty much everything I need right now, so I don't really feel called to manifest today. Sometimes that happens. Like you don't really, feel like you need more right now. But yeah, I usually use a candle as well. Spirit blinded me. Clearly, for some reason, I didn't need it, I guess, in the beginning. But, when you use candles, just be careful, be safe, because we don't need you getting burned. Oh, yes, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Happy birthday to, this is like a little birthday cake, ain't it cute? Happy birthday to all the Aquarius suns. Wishing you nothing but positivity, good health, prosperity, good sex, all that jazz, you know. We need that in our lives. But yeah, y'all, share the live with somebody you love so they can get some of this energy. It is strong, ain't it? Look at it. Yeah. And I'm going to see y'all on Patreon. DM me anytime. Y'all know you can talk to me. Join the group me, the Patreon group me if you haven't, so we can chat on there too. But yeah, y'all don't be a stranger, okay? And have a great night if it's night by you. Be receptive, y'all. Please don't be stubborn, because I don't want to hear my manifestations didn't come true. It was you being stubborn. The universe was trying to show you, but you ain't listening. But yeah, y'all be easy. Be safe. Don't catch COVID. And I love you. I am at Tarot by Bronx.